Hello there everybody, Sam Strains here, welcome back to the railway and welcome to my very big diesel running session. Now of course yes, diesel month is coming to an end. We're not quite at the end, there's still a Wednesday and a Monday video still to come, so I think I'm going to throw in a couple of reviews for those. But for all intents and purposes this is going to be the finale to diesel month, so hopefully you're going to enjoy it. As with most videos this month, some of the locos you will have seen already, some of them not. I have saved a few for this running session, so yeah, there are quite a few, including these down here, that I've not shown so far this month. So hopefully it should still be interesting, but as you can imagine there's quite a lot to get through, so I'm going to get started straight away with the first two that you can see just down here. And as you can tell by these, we're going to be starting off with a little bit of a shunter round. So these are two of the Triang 08 shunters, in the green and the blue of course, very lovely. And they're just coupled up to a bit of an LMS train for some reason. Not sure why I've decided to do that, but hopefully it'll look interesting. Those are LMS insulated milk vans. But nonetheless, let's get these two started then, the two Triang 08 shunters of course, double heading. Oh, wrong way, hang on. Right, if you can hear me over the racket, we're carrying on with the shunter theme with one that we have seen before of course. This is the Bachmann 04 shunter with a little good strain as you can see, and there's also some quite troublesome trucks on there, I think it's fair to say. But let's get her started then, here she goes. And finally then, yet another pair of shunters that I haven't shown before. These are the Triang dock shunters. I think it's number 3 and number 5 in the red and the black. And as you can tell, these are going to be pulling some tanker wagons, which should look quite nice with those. I don't often get those out. But without any further ado then, let's get these started. The two very lovely Triang dock shunters. With very bright lights, I should say. There we go. Okay, if you can still hear me and you've not been deafened by the noise, got a problem. Look what I've just seen. Doesn't bode well, does it? In fact, I really should stop that. Right, I'll get that fixed and then we'll start with the running session, shall we? Okay. Well, I did tell you those trucks were troublesome, didn't I? We'll have to see what happens next time. I'm just here so that I might be able to catch the lights on these dock shunters, because they are custom lights and they're very, very bright in fact. Looks like we've got a bit of an audience for the 08 shunters. And the dock shunters of course going along quite quickly. And yes, the 04 shunter didn't derail this time around. So it looks like the troublesome trucks got a little bit frightened by all the crashing and damage and things. So yes, I think they're a bit shaken. But that's alright, they're running fine now. Alright then, well I know that was quite a brief running session, but like I say, there's a lot to see today, so I'm going to get these stopped and get them moved off, and then I'll show you what's coming up next. Got the 04 just coming around the corner here, or the curve I should say, they're not corners are they? There they are, stop that. Alright, just waiting on the 08s then, there we go. Just stop those there. Right, I'm going to shift these into a siding somewhere then. Well, you know where, you've seen me do it before. And then we'll move on to some of the early diesels. Hopefully some that I didn't show during the early diesel running session too. So there you have it then, today's shunting team all in the siding. And I thought I would use this opportunity while you're looking at this beautiful site just to let you have today's shout outs. So hello to Chad Harvey, Zero Gravity and BB Rodriguez. Thank you very much for getting in touch. Okay, let's move on then, see what's coming up next. Okay, yet another set of double headers then. Here we are with the Class 20, and if you look just back down the train a little bit, you can see they're pulling the ocean wagons. So hopefully that should look very lovely, and of course there's plenty of power going with these two. So let's get them started then, the lovely Class 20s in the BR green and the Rail Freight grey, I suppose you'd call that one. There they go with the ocean wagons. Oh yes, I like those ocean wagons. Right, the middle line has yet another double header, but this time with two different classes. So at the front you've got the Class 33 in the blue, and then the Class 31 at the back in the grey. And between them they're going to be pulling quite a big rake of my chocolate and cream coaches. So once again, hopefully an interesting train for you. Let me get this one started. Okay, on the inner line I haven't got a double header, but I have got to start the engine straight away because this is the Class 40 with TTS sound. And she's going to be pulling some different wagons, as you can see. You've got Kit Kat, Prime Court, and some Smiths on there as well. So hopefully that should all look very nice. Let's get her started then, let's give her a little bit of juice and see how she goes. Oh, no. Forwards if you would, love. I don't know, these diesels. Oh. What's the matter? Oh, has it derailed? Stop. I think it has derailed, you know. Well, I say derailed. I must have put it on the track badly. Is that on? I can't tell without putting my face right in front of the camera. But we'll try again. Might be better. Yep, seems better. There you go. And there go the wagons. Right, I think I might just leave the camera here for a second because you'll get the other two trains coming past in a sec. There you go. That's one. And the Class 20s are on their way as well, so might as well wait for that. There it is. Well, there they are, I should say. Always love the Class 20. Very, very lovely. Okay, I'll get a few shots of this lot from around the room then. Blimey, that Class 40 is loud, but it's quite good sound, isn't it? It's not distorted or anything like that. But yeah, it is loud, as I say. So, apologies for that. Oh, it's having a bit of trouble today though, isn't it? I did detect a bit of wheel slip there. There we go, there's that sea of ocean wagons, or an ocean of ocean wagons, as some people call it. I think this is a great double header as well. It's not very often that I put different classes together in double headers, but yes, it's quite nice to do that, isn't it? Don't think I've run either of those this month so far. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, nice to see them nonetheless. The Class 40 is definitely going at a good freight speed though, isn't it? I do like that. Oh yes. Oh, if I lift you up, you might be able to see the others. There you go. Very nice. Not forgetting the Class 20s either. Oh, I do love that. Look at all that. Lots of the same wagon. Perfect. Right, I think it's about time we brought these to a halt then, so let's stop the Class 33 and the 31. There you go. Very nice. And the two Class 20s, of course, which are also very lovely to see. And now then, we've just got to wait for the Class 40 with its very noisy TTS sound. Let's hear a bit of a horn, shall we? There we go. And you stop there, girl. Hello? Stop. I did press stop, but such is Railmaster. Right, let me turn the engine off on that. Right, I'll stick these into the sidings then and we'll move straight on to the next lot. Okay, this next lot are all locos that haven't featured so far in Diesel Month. So as you can see, this is a very lovely Hornby warship, or what is it, Class 42 or 43? I always get those two mixed up. I think one of those is the Intercity, isn't it? The 125, so definitely not that. Anyway, she's got some of those Great Western coaches, and I always seem to run these with Great Western coaches. I think they just seem to suit them. And I suppose they are from the West as well, aren't they? Anyway, let's get this one started then, the lovely warship. Okay, next up, quite a special locomotive actually. Now this one was actually given to me by a good friend of mine called George. and I was doing some servicing for him. In fact, I've basically serviced his entire collection really, and it's been quite a lot of weeks of work. And to say thank you, which he didn't have to do of course, he bought me this locomotive. He actually went to a model shop and bought it for me, and it's so lovely because it's such an unusual livery. As you can see, it's in that regional railways sort of blue and grey, which is just gorgeous. So I really did appreciate that, and I thought it would be really rude not to run such a lovely loco in this running session. So here it goes then, the very lovely V-Trains Class 37 in the regional railways blue. Oh, and she's got some Pullman coaches. I suppose you're going to see that anyway. So there it goes. Get it going a bit quicker. There's the warship in the background. Love that. And if you're watching, George, thank you very much once again. That was so kind. Okay, middle line. Oh, no, not middle line. Inside line then. Let me show you what's cracking off there. Okay, next up then, the Class 25, and this is a double heading pair of Class 25s. Of course, I have shown Class 25s in this diesel month, but that was a Bachmann one, I believe, and these two are Hornby ones. So as you can see, they're going to be pulling some intercity coaches in the lovely BR blue and grey. So hopefully that'll look lovely, but for now then, let's get them started. The one at the front there is weathered, and the one at the back there is pristine. So let's get started. Alright, and enjoy the running session with these then. Get a nice close up here of the Class 25s going by. Oh yes, lovely. And then, should be on its way, the 37. Now, I have already reviewed a V-Trains Class 37 actually, but I'm seriously considering reviewing that one as well because it is just so lovely. So let me know what you'd like me to do on that. I might put a poll up actually, yeah. So if you want to see that one reviewed, even though it's been a very long time since I reviewed the V-Trains one. Has it? You know, I really don't know. But if you'd like to see it anyway, let me know and I'll do that. I've left the ocean wagons on, as you can see. Thought it would just save me a bit of time, because I might be able to run them again later. Saves me taking them all off anyway. Where's that warship then? Or Diesel 10, as lots of you know him as. Oh yes, lovely that is. I'd love a super detailed one actually. I think Bachmann do one, don't they? So I might have to look into that one day. That would be nice. Got them crossing over there, looking lovely. It looks quite nice with the Pullman coaches. I assume there are such things as regional railways coaches. And if there are, I would quite like to get some. But for the time being, the Pullmans are probably about the best bet. Oh, got them Class 25s. Not a very good shot there. Okay, time to stop this lot then. Oops. The Class 25s have screeched to a halt a little bit there. And the warship's just coming in there. Try and be a little bit more gentle with her. Right, I'm not sure where the very lovely V-Trains loco's gone, so I'm going to put it up to top speed and hope it comes soon. Oh yeah, here it comes. Whoa, steady, steady, steady. There we go. There we go, lovely. And it was DCC fitted as well, as you can tell, it's got its lights on. Okay, I'll take these off and stick them in the sidings then, and then it'll be time to move on. I don't know about you guys, but I think that last round was my favourite so far. Still lots more rounds to come though, so yeah, we're not done yet by any means. But there we go, sidings are filling up. I don't know if we're going for a record today. Possibly, I mean record number of locos in these sidings. For the grand finale though, I might be adding some extras into these sidings just so that it looks super crazy. But we'll see how that goes, but for now, let's move on then to the next set. Okay, next up then we have the beautiful Hymec in the BR green, and I just love those white windows, don't you? Doesn't that look gorgeous? Anyway, she's got some blood and custard coaches, just 4 of those because she's not the most powerful loco in the world, I have to admit. But she does run very nicely, so here she goes then, the Hornby Hymec. Or maybe not. She's cut out immediately. The hand of God is just going to push the back of the train, there you go. And give her a little bit more juice, and off she goes. There you go, the very lovely Class 35. Okay, now we have the very lovely Western Enterprise, I think it is, Class 52, in the Desert Sand livery, and this one has got a bit of a goods train, as you can see, wagons and things. Some of them have got stones in, so quite a heavy load. But okay then, let's get this one started and see how she goes. And now for the one that people always seem to ask for. This is the very lovely Deltic, or Class 55, and this one has a name I can never pronounce, but it's the Fife and Forfar of Yeomanry. I think that's how I'll say it. Probably not, so let me know if I said it wrong. Anyway, she's got some of those intercity coaches again, because I thought they matched her, being in the blue. So without any further ado then, my lovely Deltic, let's get it started. It's not going anywhere. Come on, love. Alright, bear with me 1 second. Okay, slight technical hitch. The plug had actually come out the back of the controller, so it was sort of flickering on and off, and I just assumed that there was something wrong with the loco. But no, it's okay, so sigh of relief. Let's get her going then. Once again, second time lucky, the Deltic. Hey, there we go. Thank goodness for that. Okay, enjoy these 3 running. Oh, I'll leave you here because the 55, sorry, the 52. 55's just gone, 52 is just coming by. Oh, look at that. Little bit quick for a goods train, I suppose, but not too bad. Oh, I do love that high mech. Fantastic. Just waiting on the Deltic coming out from underneath the bookcase. There she is. Wow, that's a real express passenger train, that. Just got the 52 going by, and is the high mech on the way? No, don't think so. Right, I'll have to move then. There it is. All running very nicely anyway. Don't think I've had any bad behaviour yet today. There's still time, mind. But no, so far so good. Alright then, I'll let these ladies have a bit of a rest. Stop the high mech there then. Ooh, yes. She gets better as she's running, she does. She's one of those. The Deltic's coming. Got it there. Oh my goodness. Oh, we've got the whole desert loco just popping in as well, quite quick. Okay, well, I didn't do such a good job of stopping those in shot, did I? But never mind. I'll pop these away then, and then we'll move on. Okay, next up is another class I feel I've neglected a little bit this month. It is, of course, the Class 47, so I've set up a nice double header for you. At the front we've got the Virgin one, of course, and at the back a lovely BR green one. And for those I've dragged out the old ocean wagons again, just because I do love seeing those. So without any further ado, let's get these two started then. The two very lovely Class 47s. Yep, looking very good. Middle line then, this is a loco I have showed, in fact I reviewed it, didn't I? This is the Class 56, a very famous, well, very numerous diesel at least. And this one has got some LMS coaches. It isn't strictly correct, of course, but I just thought they matched the EWS livery quite nicely. So let's get her started then, the quite speedy Hornby Class 56. On the inside line then we have the Class 66 in this lovely Freightliner green, Crew Regeneration this one's called, and as you can tell it's got some of those tanker wagons again. I do quite like running those with diesels. So let's get her started then, see if she can manage them. Of course she can. Very powerful things these. There we go, perfect. Alright, and as always, hope you enjoy this lot running. There we go, look at those tankers. There's the 66, and I can see just about to come into the shot of the 47s, there they are. I think they look great together. Although probably not very prototypical, you perhaps wouldn't get a Virgin one double heading with a BR green one very often, but well, it happened here, didn't it? We get such a lovely hum off that 66. Well, it's more of a rumble I would say, but yep, a real sense of power from that one, I must admit. Okay, the Class 56 made it in first. Let me stop her. Very lovely. Then we got the Class 66 with the tankers. Very safely delivered. Let me stop her. Oh, I'm coming a little bit quick. The Class 47s. Oh, lovely. Brilliant. Okay, let me move those into the sidings then, and there's still quite a bit more to see, so let's get on to that. Wow. Well, that's a lot of diesels. It's getting very busy over here now, in fact, but there's still a few more still to come, so let's move on to some DMUs and see how you enjoy those. Alright, let's do it. Okay, first of all then, we've got two DMUs coupled together, which I'm told did actually happen in real life. So you've got the Derby Lightweight there in the green, coupled to the Bachmann 108 in the blue and grey, so that should look fantastic. I'm hoping they're not going to derail each other, but I don't think they will. So here we go then with the two DMUs. Same mechanism though, of course, which means that they do at least run at the same speed. There we go, very nice. Middle line then, we've got the Hornby 110, which is also in the BR green. Very, very lovely this one, with the white ends, well, sort of, white roofs at the ends. Get her started then. There we go, very lovely. I think we'll have another 3-car on the inside line, shall we, as well, so let these go by, creaking along, and I'll show you what the last one is. And lastly then, this is the Class 101, ready to go. This one is also in the blue and grey, of course. So quite a nice mixture of DMUs. Let's get this one started. There it goes. Couldn't see that very well actually, could you? Oh well, I'll film them running a bit now for you. Quite an interesting sight, isn't it, having those two coupled together? It'd be nice if I had a, well, I suppose I could have coupled two of the green 2-car units together. That might have looked a bit more realistic, I suppose, but no, that's not bad, is it? Not too bad. Oh yeah, you can see that Derby Lightweight light. I do apologise for the flatulent noise coming out of that Derby Lightweight. It's always done that in one direction for some reason. Oh, looks like they're all going to converge. Well, near enough. Oh yes, nothing like a good DMU, is there? Or two, or three. Well, or four, as I suppose this is. Alright then, let's stop these. There's the 110. I hope that's the 110, I think it is. And of course the two coupled together DMUs. There we are. And the 101. See if I can stop that right next to the 110. Right, well officially then, that's the end of the running session, but I'm feeling kind, and I'm feeling still quite energetic, surprisingly, after all that. So I'm going to do a little bit of a bonus, just so that we can break that record for the most engines run all in one go. So let's do that. I'll put these into the siding, and just a couple more little trains for you. Alright then, and just because I like it, we've got the Class 26 with some chocolate and cream coaches. There we go, going past the big diesel party in the background. And then, well, do you know, I've forgotten the class of this. Is it the Class 23? I think it's the Class 23, but don't let me get away with that if it's not, just let me know. But yeah, I think that's the Class 23, also with some chocolate and cream coaches. Two of my personal favourites that I didn't really have time for. There we go. That's the Helgen Class 26, of course. And what I'm going to call the Class 23, that's a Hornby one, of course. And both of these have run already this month. Okay, that's just a little bit of those then. I'm going to pop those into the sidings as well, and I'll show you everybody together. Crikey, that's a lot of diesels. I think I make that 27 in total, if my maths is correct. So there they all are then. That is my big diesel running session. It's not even all of them. It's you know, the tip of the iceberg, to be honest. Well, no, that's not true. It's probably a bit more than half. But yeah, there they go. That's all of the diesels. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. I've really enjoyed it, actually. Surprisingly, I think this month has really turned me into a diesel fan. Anyway,
Diesel month isn't completely done yet, there's still a couple more reviews to do, so hopefully you'll stick around for those. But that's it for this video, so thank you very much for watching. If you did like it, please feel free to leave a comment, or even just a like, because that really does help me out. And also, if you'd like to, please feel free to check out the Facebook or Twitter pages, which are at facebook.com/samstrains or twitter.com/samstrains. It would be lovely to see you over there, but for now, thank you very much for your company once again, and I will see you all very soon. Cheers, everybody.